actually figured out how to fix our little crashing situation on Ostengard. Turns out... Oh, I'm hearing myself. Not me. I should have muted myself. That's on me. But it's to turn the graphics all the way down. So let's go ahead and resume. I did do a little test run beforehand to make sure that nothing would crash if I had the low graphics, but I say, even though it just decided to crash, could very well be just the amount of things that are running right now. Could be schmucking with it a little. We'll see. If not, I do have Beyond Two Souls up and ready to go. Alright, I think I have one too many things open. But you know, it is what it is. Can't get mad about that. Okay, let's go ahead and close that as well. Third time's a charm. If not, that's fine. We'll just go ahead and do some Beyond Two Souls. There we go. Just everything needs to be real low. Okay. And we are off in Ostengard. Yeah. Yeah. Gonna have to mind the texture issues, but...
Hey, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought. This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
Tell me about Ostengard.
Used to be a fortress a long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
Is there anywhere to get supplies?
Quartermaster, he's just a bit to the northwest.
Where's the king?
Probably in his tent. He and Tairn Logain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguards. Drives Tairn Logain wild, that does.
The Circle of Magi is here.
A few mages, yes. They even brought those creepy quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they talk, all cold and even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it.
Do I hear dogs barking?
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds.
Doggies.
These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
I want to ask you something else.
Go on, then.
Where is Duncan's tent?
Not far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment.
Thank you.
Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now.
I'll be on my way.
Good luck to you, then.
Okay. Wow. Gonna go ahead. You're safe
to you.
Greetings. King Kalen is not in his tent right now?
Tell me something about the king. You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, but it wouldn't be prudent to discuss the king's business with you. As you wish.
I should go. But what if I want to know more about the king? Can I just...
You approach the tent of Tairn Loghain. State your business.
Tell me about Tyrion Logan.
How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Tairn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
Is the Tyrion inside? What is he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
Surely you can tell me a little about him.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Tairn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Tairn speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Tairn Loghain tells him. Without the Tairn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
They're just a bickering couple.
Very well.
It's all fine and dandy.
Look carefully, mate. This wretched thing is a Darkspawn. They're strong.
This is supposed to be back for its frenzied young.
Talk to these people in a second. I want to see what's around here. Okay, we got a
My
priest.
faith sustains me. I shall not fear 10,000 men should they set the wall before me is darkness, yet shall the Maker's light be my guide. My faith sustains me. I shall
Okay,
not
that's
fear
not our
10,000
priest.
men.
That's not Lily. Kind of looks like her from afar, though. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's talk to these people. I know at some point we have to find Alistair, but I want to look around first.
The last scouting party made it back last night. Barely.
What do you mean?
Only 2 of them made it, and one was minus a leg. Said they encountered some darkspawn that was 10 feet tall, with horns as long as your arm. The injured one died last night. They said his blood was already turning black.
Maker's breath. Where are they all coming from?
Good night for it, Warden.
Has it been getting colder? Every day seems colder.
I don't know, but I'm standing in the midst of your conversation.
There are
Hail
lots
to
of
you.
Darkspawn, different kinds.
How do you do?
Reports of things we've never
Hail
even
to
heard
you.
of. Our short friend here, for
I
instance,
heard the king
is
was
something
even
called
gambling with
Warden.
some of the men down in
They're
the
pretty
valley
common
last
in the
night.
Horde, but we've seen
All
others
right.
much larger. We know where these new Darkspawn are coming from, or what
Dang
they
it.
can do. All I can say is to use
I
caution.
like
There aren't
taking
anyone seen that won't
things.
die once they bleed enough.
Okay. Duncan!
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need?
I have some questions.
Alistair can help you with those. I had hoped he would be back by now.
Wait, you said our camp. Are we sleeping next to each other, Duncan? Are we sleeping next to each other, Duncan? Ooh.
Welcome to the king's camp, my lord.
Oh, my lord. I want to pet the dog.
You're one of Duncan's new recruits, correct? I can't let you through to the Korkari Wilds until he gives the word.
Why not?
The Korkari Wilds is a dangerous place. More so now that it crawls with darkspawn. They say the Great Blight began deep within its forests. One of our scouting patrols has been gone for 3 days. We're taking bets on who got them first, the darkspawn or the Witches of the Wilds.
The Witches of the Wilds.
Oh, sure. There's an old legend in these parts about Flemeth, the apostate sorceress who conquered this area centuries ago. She united the chasing barbarians and invaded the farmlands. That's when the great hero, Cormac, destroyed her army with his. Took her head right off, so they say. Her daughters survived and became the Witches of the Wild. Tales tell of them plaguing this area since. Mostly superstitions, stealing babies and spoiling
I would
milk.
like to meet the Witches of the Wild. Do you think these witches exist?
Only when it's dark and the wind is bad. No doubt those patrols met some darkspawn. That's enough for anyone to worry about.
I would.
At
to
any
meet
rate,
these
that's why
witches.
Duncan doesn't want you wandering out without his say-so.
I'll do anything Duncan tells me to. I need to stop. No, I don't. We're always this thirsty. Oh, hello.
The pain!
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the Darkspawn blood.
Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
I will, thank
Then
you.
I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste and the Maker above. May the chant of light carry your name to the ears of our Lord.
We'll show these Darkspawn they should have remained in...
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
I am. Who are you?
Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arlayman. I wasn't aware elves could join the Grey Wardens. Those camped in the valley are all human.
Do you have a problem with that? What's that supposed to mean?
Just that in some places, elves are not always permitted in the military. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
Aren't you nervous about fighting Darkspawn? Yep. You're not that smart, are you? Shh, these are inside thoughts, Atlas. I can't just say that. You know what? I'm curious about the joining
As
ritual.
am I. Has anyone told you about it?
It's a big secret, apparently.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Don't touch my man. You better not be talking to my man. I'm sure there's other people that I could... Who is this naked man? Hello.
Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
No, I haven't.
I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Tell me why you're in there first.
I'm a deserter. Or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
Did you desert?
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
I'll see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Who is this prisoner exactly?
They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right?
Why did he want to desert?
Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you.
Seems like a waste for you to guard him all day.
I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else.
I had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He claimed he wasn't deserting.
What a surprise. Another innocent prisoner.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's not for me to say. He'll get his day to plead his case, or he won't. It's all the same to me.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
So you missed one meal. This man could be hanged soon.
So? It's not up to me to make sure he gets fed.
Then I guess
Sure.
I'll go.
You've got better things to do than speaking to prisoners, I hope. Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
I gotta find him food and
You've got
water
better
somehow.
things to do than speaking to prisoners, I hope.
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now. Sorry, the main army
I
camp
was
is
gonna
off
see
limits
if
for you
the
right
AI
now.
would actually tell me I couldn't. I want to pet the dog. I want to speak to the kennel master. Kennel master, I wish to speak to thee. I want to see the dogs. Dogs. Hello.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new Warden? I could use some help.
What's the problem?
This is a Mabari. Smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
I'll give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
The dog looks up at you respectfully, backing down from his aggressive stance. You can see the intelligence in his eyes, as well as a great deal of pain. This animal is very ill. The muzzle on the dog. Mbari growls weakly, but does not challenge. If you are done, he whimpers pitifully.
Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
I might be. Why?
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red centre.
Where in the wilds would I find this flower?
It usually grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be plenty this time of year.
I'll see if I can find one.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
I want a dog. I would like a dog. Dog go bow wow.
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, me and Sir Knight were just betting on what the third recruit would be. Not an elf, yet here you are. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
What do you know about this ritual?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
So what? That wouldn't frighten me.
Cannibals, beasts, witches, and now Darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of? It's all too
I've already
secretive for
gone
me.
to the feed.
Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
I'm looking forward to
You
it.
sound just like the bloody knight. Well, more power to you. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Oh, Quartermaster. Hello. Do you food and
You
water?
there, elf. Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously?
Are you mistaking me for a servant?
What? Oh, you're the one who arrived with the Grey Warden. Please, forgive my rudeness. There are so many elves running about, and I've been waiting for... It's simply been so hectic. I never thought...
You better fucking apologize.
Please, pardon my terrible manners. I'm just the quartermaster, a simple man. No one special.
Perhaps you should treat your servants more kindly.
Yes, of course, you're very right. Did you come for some supplies, perhaps?
What kind of supplies do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Let me see your other goods.
So long as you keep it quiet.
Ooh, drugs. there's no drugs. There's no use.
Welcome, young man.
You're a tranquil mage, aren't you?
Yes, and you are a mage of the Circle. You must be familiar with the Tranquil who serve there. I create and oversee the enchantment of weapons and armor for the king's
I already
forces
forgot his name,
here
I'm not
at
gonna lie.
Ostagar. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
What is enchantment exactly?
It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects.
The guys in the background.
We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff, or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not.
What sort of enchantments are there?
Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create.
He's very knowledgeable.
True power comes with a price, as we know only too well.
I should go.
Goodbye.
War Council. Oh wait, these are the elves. I didn't know elves could join the Grey Wardens.
I'm sorry, but there's so much to do before the battle. I must attend to my duties or I'll get the switch. You're very lucky to have such an opportunity.
Don't worry, guys. I'm coming back for you. Not looting these pish poshers. Should probably figure out where I actually need to go. Oh, there's Alistair.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens by the King's orders, I might
His
add.
voice is familiar.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You talking about your wife? What are you talking about?
One good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
I know exactly what you mean.
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage.
Who is his voice actor? He sounds very familiar. Steve Valentine. What do I know Steve Valentine from? I don't know. I'll figure it out later. We haven't met. Would that make your day worse?
Hardly. I just like to know my chances of being turned into a toad at any given moment. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit from the Circle of Magi. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
What else has Steve Valentine been in? He looks familiar. Sorry, I'm looking at images on my phone. Oh, he was in Wizards of Waverly Place movie? Wild. It just has a very... I don't know. I'll figure it out. And you must be Alistair.
Did Duncan mention me? Nothing bad, I hope. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Atlas.
Right, that was the name. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
Have you?
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
He played Dracula in the Monster High? The new Monster High movies? Wild. The argument I saw, what was it about?
With the mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
You were a mage hunter.
Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
What about the other recruits?
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
Yes, both of them.
That makes things easy then. They'll both be back with Duncan by now.
I look forward to traveling with you.
You do? Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Ooh, party members and tactics. Ooh. Pressing slash. Oh. Custom. Present to defender. Save. Ooh. Don't know my stuff now.
Yes?
Tell me a little about yourself.
As I said, I was trained as a Templar before Duncan recruited me about 6 months ago. The Chantry raised me. And becoming a Templar was a decision made for me a long time ago.
God, do I feel that.
Saw I wasn't happy, and figured my training against mages could double for fighting Darkspawn. Now, here I stand, a proud Grey Warden. The Grand Cleric wouldn't have let me go if Duncan never forced the issue. I'll always be grateful to him.
You didn't want to join the Chantry?
It just wasn't for me. I believe in the Maker well enough, but I never wanted to devote my life to the Chantry.
You speak fondly of Duncan.
I spent years in that Chantry, hopelessly resigned to my fate. Duncan was the first person who cared what I wanted. He risked a lot of trouble with the Grand Cleric to help me.
So did Duncan just explore everyone's bodies here? Like, what's... Maybe Duncan thought you'd be useful.
Or maybe he just happens to be a good man.
I have a few questions for you.
What about?
The joining ritual.
I wish I could tell you more. Maybe ask me again after Duncan speaks to you about it. You want to ask me about something else?
Tell me about Duncan.
Duncan is the leader of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden. Which he would say doesn't mean much, as there aren't many of us here. Yet, beyond that, he's a good man. A good judge of character. I owe him a lot. What about you? What do you think of him?
I owe him as well. He saved me.
That sounds familiar. He's done the best he can with what little he has. And that includes me, I guess. You want to ask me about something else?
I have no more questions.
Then let's get a move on, shall we?
Oh god, I hit my mic. So are we just... A lot of us just down bad for Duncan? Listen, I don't mind.
Maker above.
Hear the prayers of your sons and daughters. We who betrayed your prophet Andraste now
I want a doggy.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the maids, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korkari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
And what's the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
Find the engineer. How will we find this archive?
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
Find the archive and 3 vials of blood. Understood.
The scrolls contain treaties promising support. Treaties that may prove valuable in the days to come. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
I don't want to be with these men. Do 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 do. Hello.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Okay, I think here I could turn to at least medium. Okay. We have some detailing on. Are we fighting something?
Dead yet?
That's done. Don't mind if I do. I like stealing. I like taking things. Okay. Well.
Over here.
Hi, buddy. Oh, I am covered.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Let's try to bandage him up at least.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
Overcoming these dangers is part of our test.
That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens
I don't
can
look
sense
scared
Darkspawn.
anymore.
Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Tell me I can't loot these bodies, really?
Yes.
Yes. Nice, nice, nice. Who needs healing? Grab something. Ooh, cannot take any more. The flower. Okay. Stealing, I love taking things. I don't know where I'm supposed to be. Many vials. Won't tell me. Great. My God, you kill them too quickly. Can't take anything if you kill them too quickly. God. hope it didn't hurt my throat. Ugh. Ugh.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
All right.
Oh, I get to level up.
Yes.
We still need to find those documents, if they're even here.
Okay. Down this way. Okay. Oh, we've been here. Okay. Just don't day waiting to circle. But I like filling out my map. These are different. Saving game, you say? We might have fucked up with that save. Oopsie daisy. Okay. save. That is. We weren't even in the Gregorian Wilds. Okay.
For any shortage of these ones.
Okay. The flower. Oh. Named Rigby. Isn't that where it's supposed to be? Oh no, it is.
Well, well. What have we here?
Oh, is she one of the
Are
witches?
you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey?
Hi.
What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
I would first know who you are and where you come from.
You are the intruder here. I believe the first question is rightfully mine. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Elves are not frightened little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine.
You can call me Atlas.
And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish. Shall I guess
hello,
your purpose?
Morrigan.
You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
That's no way to
very
talk to a
eloquent.
woman.
How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Then who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Can you take us to her?
There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
It does please me.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Let me shut up!
If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
I am no fool, if that's what you are asking.
Oh, if you must protest so quickly, perhaps I need not ask. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them?
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
Thank you for returning them.
Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl.
I want
These
to talk
are
to you
your
guys
guests.
more.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Fuck. I should have turned it down before I went in. Shit. We cut so far. And yet so bad. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Bow, 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 bow. It's okay. This is further than we have ever gotten as of recent. I think we're doing good. Turn everything back down, because we're going to go back to Ostegard again. Oh, but now I look ugly. Can you please just take the route? aren't archer, but I can sell those.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder? You are the intruder here. I believe the first question is rightfully mine. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered. Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Elves are not frightened little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine.
You can call me Atlas.
And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Then who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Can you take us to her?
There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you. Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
I'm no
If
fool,
you
if
must
that's what you're
protest so
asking.
quickly, perhaps I need not ask. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded witch of the wilds.
Witch of the wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
Thank you for returning
Such
them.
manners. Always in the last place you look. like stockings. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Ostagar is a very defensible location. Even if the Horde outnumbers us, we should see a decisive victory.
My dog! Doggy, 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 doggy. Doggy, 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 doggy.
The Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope.
Is this the flower you're looking for?
Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Yeah, give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment. He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
Can I have the dog? What will happen to him now?
Let's give him a day or two to recover. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you.
You think that's possible?
Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... well, take another look.
Oh, puppy. A puppy, 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 puppy.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He asked for some food and
Did he
water.
now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
What if I buy it? How's 10 silver sound?
10 silver. Well, feed him if you want to. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
So? Brought me some food, have you? So hungry I could faint dead away.
Here's some food.
Much obliged. You're a kind soul, you are. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you.
Alistair approves, you say? I'm gonna go sell some stuff to the quartermaster, and we'll talk to Duncan.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Let's see what you have.
Well, let me know what you'd like.
I think I'm good. Duncan! We're back!
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
We have.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
That wasn't the joining. Maybe we should tell you about Morgan and her mother.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had the scrolls. They were both very... odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining.
Now, will you tell us what this ritual's about?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
I've come this far. I want to see this thing through.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, Take them to the old temple.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Ooh. Ooh. I could hit him with a... We're all humans, such cowards. Calm down. There's nothing we can do about it now.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
You make a good point.
You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them? Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood, and mastered their taint.
What?
Going to drink the blood of those creatures?
They mastered their
Grey
what?
Wardens did before us, as
I
we did
understand
before
what you mean, but...
This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
I'm like, the what? Let's get on with it then.
We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
Jory's gonna be a deserter. That's a massive chalice! Jesus Christ!
Maker's breath.
Davith will survive.
I am
Jory's
sorry,
gonna...
Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No. You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
Oh, they're gonna kill him.
I am sorry.
Well?
But the joining is not yet complete.
It's my turn.
You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
Dragon? Like in the ages?
It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
I saw a dragon. It's more painful than the harrowing.
Such is what it takes to be a Grey Warden.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
Very well. What kind of meeting?
The king is discussing strategy for the upcoming battle. I am not sure why he has requested your presence. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Well, I got to level up. I assume Flame Blast is similar to Fireball. Let's do Heroic Defense. Jesus. I had that fuck ass hat on. You said to meet you, I want to go in the big fire. Well. There's not much. Let's go ahead and boom. Save. Should be.
If the king wants to see you and Duncan, you probably shouldn't keep him waiting. He might get mad, start crying. You'll feel
We
bad.
can speak more after the meeting with the king.
Greetings. King Kalen is not in his tent right now. I believe he's with the Grey Wardens in camp, drinking. He holds them in high regard, you know, as his father did. As you wish.
I understand your joining is complete. You are blessed by the Maker.
Sorry, Grey Warden, but Duncan informed us that you're not to enter the main army camp for now. Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
As I muted myself.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from cover.
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
I'll do my best, Your Majesty.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
Circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, Mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough. This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Kalen. A glorious moment for us all.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
I agree with Alistair. We should be in battle.
That is not your choice. If King Kalen wishes Grey Wardens to ensure the beacon is lit, then Grey Wardens will be there. We must do whatever it takes to destroy the Darkspawn. Exciting or no.
I get it, I get it. Just so you know, if the king ever asks me to put on a dress and dance the Remigold, I'm drawing the line. Darkspawn or no.
I don't know. That could be a great distraction.
Me shimmying down the Darkspawn line? Sure. We could kill them while they roll around laughing.
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the King's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
When do we light the beacon?
We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
How much time do we have?
The battle is about to begin. Once I leave, move quickly. You'll have less than an hour.
I know what I have to do.
Then I must join the others.
So that's what that
From
noise
here,
was.
You two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I
Prepare
expect
me
you
for
to be worthy
a battle
of
that had not yet
Duncan.
happened.
May the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Alistair, do you have a crush on Duncan like I have a crush on Duncan? There we go. Girl, where are your pants?
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The blight ends here.
I don't think it's gonna. I think we're gonna see a dragon. We're gonna see a dragon in these ages. This is not going to be a good battle for us.
Archers!
No! Isn't that the tower?
Let's cross the bridge and get to the Tower of Ishal.
What happened? What have I done?
Help me. They're everywhere. You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower. It's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
is this not where I need to... Gosh darn it. My bad.
We need to get to the beacon. The king needs Loghain to charge.
Yeah, I saw that coming. Oh, shit. Okay. first floor, you say?
Yes.
Excuse me.
Going.
Oh, here he goes. What to say? There has to be stuff.
Yes.
As we know, I like stealing. I love taking things. Well, I need to figure out how to use the what you call it, the one size of the now.
Dark, eh?
Can I throw those? Myself for a quickie. Right, second floor.
Maker's breath. What are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here.
There's no point moaning about it. We have a fighting to do.
No point. I need to stay focused. Kill first, ask questions later.
I'm
But
assuming
anyway,
somebody
we need to hurry.
betrayed us.
We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Terran Logain will be waiting for the signal.
taking things.
Loghain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal. The king is depending on us.
demon. No. But I did it! I did it! I did it! All by myself.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Oh, he's part of the bad guys.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
He did this to teach the king a lesson. Oh, you're horrible. I'm gonna cry if Duncan dies. I have an emotional attachment to this dilf. again. No, 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 no. No, Duncan! No! Oh, we did so good! Did we die? What happened? No, she saved us!
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
Oh, she saved us. Oh, is it just me and Alistair? What happened to the Darkspawn?
You were injured, and then Mother rescued you. Do you not remember?
No. Wait. What happened to the army, to the king?
The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
What happened to the Grey Wardens and the king?
All dead. Your friend has veered between denial and grief since Mother told him. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
Thank you for helping me more than...
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer.
I have some questions, if you don't mind.
I do not mind. Take your time.
Are we safe here? Where are the Darkspawn?
We are safe, for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
Why did your mother save us?
I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
Thanks a lot.
I am only being practical.
How did you manage to rescue us exactly?
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
Are there any survivors besides us?
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
Why did Terran Logain abandon the king?
I do not know who this Logain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it.
I think I've had enough questions.
I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
I'm off. Yes.
I forgot that's my voice. Hey, buddy. You okay?
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
Takes more than a few Darkspawn to kill me.
Duncan's dead. The Grey Wardens. Even the King. They're all dead. Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
I suppose we should thank you.
If you know what is good for you, I suppose you should.
Is there... So why did you save us?
Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these dark spawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
The land is hardly united thanks to Logain.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
What could the Terran hope to gain by betraying the king?
The throne? He's the Queen's father. Still, I can't see how he'll get away with murder.
You speak as if he would be the first king to gain his throne that way. Grow up, boy.
If Al-Eamon knew what he did, he would never stand for it. The Landsmeet would never stand for it. There would be civil war.
The Arl would leave us over the Terran.
I suppose. Al-Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
And say he doesn't help us. What then?
You have more at your disposal than merely old friends.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl-Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Oh, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Take one step at a time. But it is not so bad to know where those steps will lead you, yes?
It's always been the Grey Warden's duty to stand against the Blight. And right now, we're the Grey Wardens.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
As ready as I'll ever be. And yes. Thank you for everything, Flemeth.
No, no, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve? Or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
Thank you, but if Morgan doesn't wish to join us...
Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Very well. We'll take her with us.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
My best friend was an
Mother,
apostate.
This is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
She won't come to harm. Yep, She won't come to harm with us.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the Wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
No, I prefer you speak your mind.
You will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
Oh, get over yourself, Alistair.
If you worry that I will summon demons and transform into an abomination, I assure you I will at least wait until you are not looking.
I feel better already.
Should I have some questions?
I may have answers. Ask.
Tell me about this village to the north.
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travellers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
Is there any reason to go to Lothering, then?
I mention it for its tavern, where travellers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance might go unnoticed. Beyond that, 'tis close, and I know the way.
What skills do you have exactly?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Never mind him, you don't have to cook.
You missed your chance. Now it's charred rabbit from here on out.
I have no more questions.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Alrighty, and I think this is where we shall end the stream today. Yeah, we go ahead. I'm gonna go to our ending screen. I was good at just chatting real quick. I had a lot of fun. I'm sad about Duncan, but you know, you gotta do what you make do with what you can. You know, it is what it is. Oh. Anyway, let's see, is anyone else streaming Dragon Age? We're looking and we're seeing, we're looking and we're seeing. Oh, someone's first run through as well, so let's go ahead. We are going to raid. Metallic dude. I'm gonna assume it's he/him pronouns. I didn't realize it was off. I had fun. I hope you did too. And I will see you all very, very soon. Bye.